Welcome Exiles, today I want to show you the most complete guide for Toxic Rain, which includes all Ascendancies, so you can just watch a video and choose whatever you want. Toxic Rain build has many advantages. It's a super tanky, very good league starter, clearing speed is amazing and very comfortable gameplay. You just need to go to step by step with my tips from the video. So how Toxic Rain skill works? You just shoot in the sky arrows from your bow, they land and drop spores, dealing chaos damage. The spores explode, releasing toxic ground that deals chaos damage over time and slow enemy movement speed. Gameplay looks like something like that, you just run and shoot and everything just dying behind you. On bosses we should use ballistas to increase amount of wizard stacks, and also our curses will scale our damage a lot. When you will play with the Deadeye Ascendancy, you can leave Mirage archers and they will kill everybody with Toxic Rain. On bosses we should use a strategy when we will summon in Mirage archers one by one when running around the boss. Also Deadeye Ascendancy has the higher damage numbers, so it's pretty cool. So what's the difference between Ascendancies for Toxic Rain? In my opinion, Raider has the best defense and speed, Pathfinder has the best flask sustain, obviously, and Deadeye has the best damage, and I'm talking about around 20% more than others. And as always, I've made a skill tree for comfortable leveling. You can check your progress every 10 levels and you will not miss anything important in your way to the end of the game. And also you can see my endgame setups for each Ascendancies, which includes no cluster setups, setups with one cluster, and of course setups with two clusters. In Deadeye Ascendancy we should take Occupying Force and fire 2 additional projectiles first, then Gale Forces and Windward, and this is only one correct way to play on this build. In Pathfinder Ascendancy we need to take Nature's Reprisal, it's the most powerful node in the beginning of the game, and then take Adrenaline for movement speed and attack speed, and in the end Nature's Boon and our buffed Master Alchemist node, and it will be even stronger. In Rider Ascendancy we will take Onslaught first, then Frenzy Charges, and in the end of the game we should take Spell Suppress and Phasing. From the leveling gems we will use Caustic Arrow with Puncture and Dash, after Brutus we should buy Withering Step and Vitality Aura, and before Mirwell I recommend take Toxic Rain with a Blast Chain Mine and Swift Assembly, and you just need to put mines under the boss and there will be a lot of damage. From the second act, Toxic Rain from mines for single target and Caustic Arrow for clearing. If you have another free link, take Ballista Totem and use them on bosses. After Chamber of Sins you should buy Smon Skitterbots Aura, Blood Rage for Frenzy Charges and Despair Curse as well. In Act number 6 you should buy Malevolence Aura Gem. And our endgame gem setup will be Toxic Rain with Mirage Archer, Vicious Projectiles, Efficacy, Empower and Void Manipulation. Ballista Totem setup will be next. Ballista Totem, Toxic Rain, Withering Touch, Focus Ballista, multiple totems and efficacy. For movement we will use Flame Dash and Withering Step. Also use Despair Curse if you don't have it in the ring. From auras we will use Malevolence, Grace, Summon Skitterbots and Enlighten with all of these gems. Also I use Steel Skin on the left mouse button and Blood Rage for Frenzy Charges, and also you can summon Stone Golem for life regeneration. And the last step with gems will be gems with the alternate quality and the awakened gems. If you want to increase your damage to maximum you should take all of these gems. We will use very cheap and default items in the early game setup. I think this will be not so hard in the start of the new league to collect these cheap unique items and cheap rare items with the resistances, life and stats. In the mid-game setup we will use much better 6-link bow, helmet with the enchant 40% Toxic Rain damage, and very useful body armor unique which calls Kaka's Jack. Other items should close our elemental resistances and stats requirements. Also we should add Dying Sun unique flask. In the end game setup, we should buy the best items which cost a lot of currency, and with these items your damage will increase like twice. Also, we can apply Mage Blood to this build. In the Pantheon, we should take Soul of the Brine King and Soul of Garukan. So, what to do after acts? You should stop in the last act and don't kill Kitawa to save your resistances for farming haze contracts for a little bit. You should collect all items from the early game setup to start running your Atlas maps without dying. I think you should calculate how much currency do you need and then farm it to this moment, just increasing the power of your build step by step. But what to buy first? It's a good question. In my opinion, the most important thing is a 5 or 6 link bow and at least 4 or 5 link body to make our toxic rain setups. Then you should collect all the other items, then you should update your flasks. After all of this, you should buy clusters and make your 1 or 2 cluster setup. Endgame gems with alternate quality and awakened gems will be the last step for making your build to another level. In the summary, I can say that this build is very comfortable league starter and you can see a lot of damage over time and good defense on this build. Also very nice clearing speed and very good boss killer. And when Mirage, archers and ballistas and you shoot into your boss, he just melts like a butter and it looks very cool. And also you can scale your damage with the wither stacks and with your curses. And also you don't need to respect your character into another build, you can close all the content with Toxic Rain because this skill is very powerful. That's all, thanks for watching, write in the comments your questions about the build and thanks for your support and activity guys, I really appreciate it, goodbye Exiles.